All right, Michael, thank you for that. Well, time to talk winners and losers with our financial expert, Rob Black. Hey, Rob, how are you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, okay, so let's dive in how the market's doing.
Yeah, markets are doing well. I call them a winner today because sometimes sideways isn't down. They're wavering a bit. We saw an employment report today that showed unemployment dropped to 4.3%. I'm not sure all of America trusts what's coming out of the Trump administration as far as jobs report goes on the headline. There's a lot of revisions in the next month and 2 months. So we're only adding about 15,000 jobs. About 98% of the jobs we're adding are in healthcare, which isn't good for the overall GDP. It's good that we're taking care of our seniors with more healthcare, but it's not a great jobs number if you are picking up what I put down on today's numbers.
Yeah, we're going to continue to track those job report numbers as we continue to get more information about that. So let's talk about Valentine's Day. It's coming up. We're about to spend a record $29 billion on Valentine's Day. So, Rob, I guess when J-Lo said, "My love don't cost a thing," that was a lie.
I think so. And this is the time of the year where I'm most likely to get divorced for this segment that I do. It's the fifth biggest holiday of the year for Americans. Love may be priceless, but it's setting back a lot of Americans, their whole retirement in some cases. 29.1 billion, you were correct on that number. That's an all-time high. It's about $199.78 for the people who spend money, of which 83% of us plan to spend money. So $199 is essentially $2,000 a year. That's $10,000 over 5 years. That's $20,000 over 10. Like, you could see the numbers are going to turn to about $80,000 in your lifetime, even you invested that. But it's gone after the weekend. $199.78. That is up about 5% year over year. 14.5 billion of our money goes to our partners, my spouse, for instance. For the family, we spend extra money on our kids and our in-laws to the tune of about 4.5 billion. Candy's the most popular gift, which dentists love that because teeth care is not cheap. And jewelry is about $7 billion, which I find to be about 6.9 billion too much. Again, I'm grumpy, I'm grouchy, I'm unloved at times, but I get people to retirement.
I was going to say, it's so expensive to be in love. Might as well just stay single. Let's talk about these roses. They're up about 15%. I guess I'm not going to be buying anybody roses anytime soon.
Yeah, I saw that some people buy their loved ones 12 dozens, 144 roses, and that's over $1,000. So flowers in the United States are up about 15% due to tariffs across the country. 75% of the world's roses come from South America. So a dozen roses are going to cost you this year between $90 if you're in more of a rural area, $120 if you're in a big city. They'll be dead in 3 days. Please, I beg you, take your spouse to a good dinner, but do not buy them roses. And I know I'm grumpy and I'm horrible, but I'm not. I've just been doing this for a long time, and daisies last a long time. Potted flowers last a long time, or potted plants, but I know I'm not the good, reliable
I'm
romantic.
sure over the years you've given your wife the world, so it's okay to, maybe buy something different this time around. Let's talk about our little furry friends. It sounds like a lot of people make sure that our little doggies and kitties have a gift too.
Isn't this amazing? The retail industry is so smart. They figured like Valentine's is spreading instead of just from your spouse. It's spreading into our children, our grandparents, as well as into our pets. The average American who has a pet will spend $31.24 if you're spending on whether it be treats or toys or apparel that maybe are heart shaped or Cupid shaped. That's up from last year's $27.42. Oh, and I'm sorry, it's $27.42 for cats. Dogs get more love at $31.24 from us. So I've got a dog, 0110110, who's binary. And long story short, not getting anything.
I'm with you, Rob. I'm listening at this story. I feel like I'm a cat mom, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm failing in that department. Thank you, Rob, for all that information today. If you have any questions, look right there at the bottom of your screen. You can follow Rob Black there.